Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope your Tuesday was prosperous and it was joyful and it was abundant and you got those coins. It's Wednesday, so y'all know what that means. We are getting learned. We have talked for the last 7 lives at least about how to life methodically, right? The step-by-step process to manifesting your dreams, to creating what it is you desire in your life, right? You have desire, you have decide, you have, you have desire, you have define, you have decide, you have emotion, you have action, reaction, and then your results, right? So that's the 7-step process. So the big piece of living methodically or living in an orderly way, right, is that, I didn't even need this. I'm like, why am I touching my AirPod? See, now I got distracted. Oh, no. Okay, y'all, what was I saying? So, the piece about living in an orderly way or living methodically, right? We live in an orderly universe, right? What do I mean when I say orderly? Orderly as in the sun is always going to rise. There's never going to be a day where you wake up and the sun does not get up. It's not going to happen. There's never ever going to be a time where winter follows winter, right? It's never going to happen. We live in an orderly universe, right? If you take anything in your home, let's say this pen, and you drop it, it's going to go down every single time. It's never ever going to go up, right? We live in an orderly universe, right? We live by natural laws of the universe, okay? So if everything around us has an order or has a methodical way of being, then we have to have it as well, right? So there's a way that you operate. You operate a certain way, right? You operate in an orderly way, right? What you think controls how you feel. How you feel controls how you act. How you act controls God/the universe's reaction to you. And the action reaction is what creates your results. That's an order, right? It doesn't go a different, out of order. And that's also, gosh, I can't even think of what I was about to say, but it goes in that order. That's how it works, right? That's how you work. So when it comes to, what I just broke down, the pieces are very similar to what we talked about in the previous slides, right? You have desire, define, and decide, okay? Desire, define, and decide. Those are thoughts, right? That's the thought piece. You thought about your desire. I then told you to think about what it would look like specifically what that desire is, right? And then I told you to decide on it. You had to consciously decide to do this, right? These are all thoughts. This is the thought piece. And then I told you after you make that decision, you have to get emotionally involved in the new goal, okay? That correlates directly to the feeling piece of the thoughts, feeling, and action, okay? Your feelings dictate how you act. What you feel controls how you act, okay? The reason that we have a lot of trouble creating what it is that we desire, right? Is because 1, we don't know how we operate, and 2, we don't know how to change it, right? One of my favorite quotes, all-time favorite quotes, probably top 2 and is not 2, is you cannot escape from a prison if you don't know you're in one. You can't get out of something if you do not know you are already in said something. How are you going to get out of something that you don't know exists, right? That's very difficult. So when it comes to living methodically and creating the life of your dreams, having the business, the clients, the income, the sales, whatever it is, right? You have to operate in a different way, right? What you're doing currently, everything that you're doing currently, right, is going to produce the same results that it's been producing if you continue to do the same things, right? If you continue to do the same things, you're going to continue to get the same result, right? So in order to change your actions though, right, in order to change what you're doing to change the results, right, you have to first determine what causes you to act the way that you do. That's very important, right? You have to become aware of yourself, right? When I say aware of yourself, I have distinct memories now and points in the day where I will consciously correct myself from thinking what I'm about to think. But I have to be aware, one, that I am even thinking these thoughts, two, that I can change them, three, how to change them, and four, how to change them, right? I have to know all of that before I can even get to the point where I can identify, oh, this thought is not going where I want it to go. The lifestyle I want is going to Paris, and this is going to Detroit. These are not, they're not correlating, right? But it takes time, right? It takes time to be aware of that. But what you have to do when it comes to your actions, right, is you have to ask yourself, why do you behave the way that you do? Why do you act the way that you do? And 96 to 98% of what you do every single day, month, year, week, lifetime, every single thing that you do every day, right? 96 to 98% of those actions are habitual. They come from your habits. A habit is an idea that is fixed in your mind that causes you to act without thinking about it, without conscious effort, right? We all have habits, right? A routine is a habit. It's something you do every day continuously, right? It's a habit. Now, you can change your habits, right? A multitude of habits is called a paradigm. And that's really what my focus always is and will be with my clients, right? One of my, it's not really a goal, but one of my self-proclaimed traits, I guess, is that I want to be a subject matter expert in paradigms, self-image, and the subconscious mind, right? So paradigms control 96 to 98% of what you do, okay? People that are successful and people that are not successful, the only difference between two people, right, is their results. That's the only difference. The only difference between you and me are our results. That's the only difference. Where do your results come from? They come from your actions. So if we have different results, that means we have different actions. We are acting in a different way, okay? If, again, your actions come from your habits or your habitual way of operating or your paradigm, then that would mean that you and I have different paradigms because we're producing different habitual ways of operating and therefore different results, okay? So if I can teach you as a business owner, myself, and teach you being a business owner, if I can teach you, one, to become aware of what a paradigm is, why it's important, I can then teach you how to change your paradigm to then change your results. And then you can do it on purpose, right? When I said that a paradigm is a multitude of habits, right? And it controls 96 to 98% of your results. That means you're programmed to either succeed or fail. Those are the two options, right? Now, I'm not saying that you're always succeeding or you're always failing, but there's a majority. There's typically a majority that you do, okay? The only difference between failures and successful people, right, is that successful people have a habit. They have a paradigm, a habitual way of operating, right? Successful people have a habit of doing the things that failures don't like to do. That's it. That's the only difference. That's the only difference between successful people and people that are not successful, is the way that they operate, what they do. So it's important for you as a business owner to understand that you don't have, and I don't know who said this, but somebody said it. You don't have business problems. You don't have business problems. You have personal problems that spill over into your business, right? Who you are, or how you operate, in your personal life, you're going to operate that same way in your professional life. Now, I'm not saying that, no, let me not say that. What I am saying is, right, if you are typically late to events with your friends, there's a good chance you're probably late to work, right? If you procrastinate when it comes to things you need to do for your personal health, right, you're probably going to procrastinate when it comes to things you need to do in your business, right? You don't change. And this is the thing. When the inside changes, the outside then changes, right? As within, so without. Nothing outside of you came from outside of you. Your results don't just happen. Your results are in harmony with you, with how you act habitually, how you're programmed, your paradigm, right? So I said all that to say the next couple of lives is going to be about paradigms. That's what we're going to talk about, to the point where until it makes sense for me to stop talking about it. Not sure, right? Because it's very, very important to understand what a paradigm is. You can program yourself literally to be successful. Because right now you're programmed to get the results that you're getting. That's why you're getting them. So if you can program yourself to be successful, i.e. create different results, and you can do it on purpose, come on now. Successful people, a lot of successful people, don't know why they're successful. Again, you can't escape from a prison if you don't know you're in one. Now, in this scenario, it's not a prison. It's whatever paradise is, right? You can't escape from paradise if you don't know you're in paradise. But what I mean is someone who's successful, right? If they don't know why they're successful, right? They can't pass it on. They can't teach it to anybody else, and they can't do it on purpose. That means your success is hit or miss, right? There's a way to program yourself so that your success is not hit or miss. It's bullseye every single time, okay? You are going to have opportunities for improvement all throughout life. That's what I call problems and challenges. I don't like those words, so I use opportunities for improvement, right? You're going to have several opportunities for improvement throughout your life, right? I'm not saying that you're always going to be up, because again, we live in an orderly universe. What comes up, goes up, must come down. What goes down has to come up. It has to. It has to. It can't not. It just has to. So there is going to be a time, and there are going to be times where you, may quote unquote fail, but you're only a failure when you stop. You're only a failure when you give up. Failing does not make you a failure, right? Failing is a very real and necessary part of success. You cannot be successful at something without having first failed at it. You didn't just get in your car and start driving. But back to, right, and even that, driving, right? There's a paradigm when it comes to driving. I drive a certain way. And you know where most of your paradigms come from? Your parents. I used to drive in a very similar manner as one or both of my parents. I also continue to listen to the music very, very loud because of how I was programmed as a child in my father's vehicle. So when it comes to paradigms, they are the most important. So that's what we're going to talk about. That's what we're going to focus on. We talked about the 7 steps. I wrote a whole book for y'all, okay? A whole piece just for you so that you can have it written down in front of you and you can actually see what it is that I'm saying. Because there's a very big difference when you're learning, right? To hear something, see something, or hear and see at the same time. So I think it'll be very beneficial for you all to have it in writing. So I do have my book, like I said, How to Realize Your Goal in 7 Definite Steps. It is on my website. I will drop the link for you all to purchase it. If you would like to send it to me directly, that is fine as well. I like Zelle. If you have Cash App, that'll work as well. Venmo, Apple Pay, whatever it is, we will make it work. But I'm super proud of it. I think you guys are going to love it. I need to get feedback from my lovely customers so far and see how they liked it. But it's 2023, baby. Like, we really doing it. We're really doing it. Like, what's up? Like, come on now. Business owners, let's make it work. What is that? See? Let's make it work, right? Let's see if it's a fit. If it's not a fit, cool. That's the thing. If it's not a fit, I'm never for putting myself in spaces where I don't fit. If it's not a fit, it's not a fit, baby girl. That's fine. But I've made it my duty to teach other Black women and women of color what I have learned for myself. I am dedicated to it. So I will speak with you. I will give you everything that I have at that moment. And then you make a decision from there. But definitely get the book. Get the book. Okay? It's $9.99. Come on now. Get the book. Get the book. Read it. Let me know how you feel about it. What questions you have. What do I need to expound on? Like, let me know what's up. Okay? I love you all. Kisses. Have a great night. Let's get this money. I hope your week is fantabulous. The coins is coining. The prosper is prospering. The joy is joying. We love it.